I wish I knew the answer to that. I think what we wanted was, for bass, people have always thought in the early days bass should be clean and it should be deep, but there should be a certain amount of warmth in a bass. We've gone through a series where there's a lot of slapping and tapping, and but generally bass needs to have a little bit of overdrive at times. It needs to have a little bit of, in my view, my humble view, as a non-bass player, it needs to have a lot of warmth in it. And the Nexus Tube was a way to achieve that. And actually, the Nexus Tube is a stonking bass amplifier.
We sat down and we've been selling a lot of Richter series amplifiers for a long, long time, which is our entry-level to mid-price bass amplifier range. And we said, we're selling so many bass amplifiers, but we need to actually also present to the market that we're a serious bass brand. And so we sat down with Dave, our engineer, and said, how can we make the best possible tube bass amp that exists? How can we do that? And we got these 8 KT88s and these huge transformers, and we made an enormous output section, and we put a very, very comprehensive preamp on, really special compressor in the circuit, lots of really nice things. Got some professional local players involved, got opinions, made some amendments, came up with the product. And we did it because we wanted to make the best possible bass amp we could make. And we've been doing that for 6 years, 8 years.
I mean, the interesting about the Nexus as well, and in fact, I think, I say it myself, we've done certain things which are quite innovative, and maybe one of the things we're guilty of is never actually shouting too loud about it. But in the same way as we wanted to make single-ended with 5 tubes in, because everybody has 1, 2 or 4 or 6 tubes in it. Nobody's done it with 5. The Nexus bass amplifier was similar in that one of the problems you have with tube amplifiers for bass is that the output transformer has to be massive because you get core saturation and saturation in the transformer. So we took a completely different view and developed a toroidal output transformer where there is no core saturation in the unit, and it was not easy to do. It was quite difficult, and that's part of the trick in that amplifier, in that it will drive down almost to DC flat because of the way the transformer's built. Now, I don't think we've ever made a big PR thing about it, because the trick is not that it's got this or we've done that, but just play it. Then you get the feel of what that amplifier is all about.
Yeah, absolutely.